everything still revolves around the pandemic right now. What's happening is that you have this slow and uneven progress on vaccination. So if you look at developing Asia as a whole, about 35% of the population has been fully vaccinated. That's well below what you see in the US and Europe, where it's about 65%. More importantly, it's been very uneven. So even that number sort of masks wide divergences. If you look at China, it started late, but has actually surpassed the US and Europe. China's currently vaccinated 71% of its population, so it's full vaccinations. But 2/3 of developing Asia's economies still have vaccination rates of 30% or less. And this includes many large economies, including India, where full vaccination is at about 15%, Indonesia and the Philippines at about 17%, and Vietnam's even lower at about 7%. And because of that, what it means is that you've seen outbreaks occurring in these other economies because of these new variants like the Delta variant. And so it's this combination of slow, uneven progress on vaccinations, plus these new variants that are emerging with outbreaks resulting in renewed restrictions, which meant we've had to lower forecasts for some of these key economies.
Yeah, it's really interesting that. I mean, you're talking about such a broad geographic area with Asia, but then so many countries, as you point out, going through such different pathways through this pandemic. Now, in the background as well, geopolitical tensions simmering, of course, everything from submarines through to closed borders. And as you said, their vaccine and some vaccine diplomacy at play. How much did that factor into your calculations?
So we do talk about geopolitical tensions as a risk. I mean, the most prominent, obviously, is the tensions between the US and China on multiple fronts, whether it's trade, technology, security. And so that is a risk, obviously, because these two economies are the largest trading partners for many of the economies in the region. Other risks that we're looking at a bit further down, the risks of financial volatility once the Fed starts tightening policy. That's another, although again, that's still not in the cards right now. Actually, financial conditions in Asia are still pretty rosy.